I serve as a trustee with Truss Empowerment Foundation. Truss Empowerment Foundation is a women and child-focused organization with the sole aim and objective of helping women understand and build the skills and capabilities required to succeed and excel in whatever area of work or business they find themselves. And in that sense, bridge the gender gap and also help children to prepare to be positive influencers in their space from a very young age. The solution is the Women Drivers Initiative. The Women Drivers Initiative is a microcosm of several ideas targeted at bringing more women into the gender stereotype space. So basically, if you look on the road in my part of the world, in Nigeria for instance, or in West Africa, if you count 10 vehicles, there are 10, you might count 5 men and 5 women driving. However, when you look into the commercial space, school buses, staff buses, and other commercial transport vehicles, you hardly see women in that space. The whole issue is cultural first, and of course the gender stereotype. So basically, the Women Drivers Initiative is started at ensuring that we get more people into the transportation space. In getting more people into the transportation space, we also get more women who are driving. Research has shown that jobs that are more focused on men, the male gender, tend to be more rewarding economically. For several reasons. It could be for the physical exertion, so it seems to be dangerous for women. It could also be for the mental exertion, whereby there's a lot of numbers and crunching of numbers and calculations and all of that. The other part would be the long hours that are put into such roles, and of course the exposure. And more importantly, in some cultures, it could be the gender stereotype bias. So, getting more women into the gender stereotype occupations increases earning power, and that's fundamental. It's also fundamental to get more women into the transport sector. It's also important to have women confront or face the gender stereotype discourse, sharing their own success stories of how they have survived in this kind of space, and of course increase awareness and capabilities for other women. Then, in the same vein, we will now bring more organizations, aware of the lack of some women in some areas of their operations. And it's an economic no-brainer that the more you have women in some areas, the more you give the economy a chance to balance. Most important and fundamental part of all this is increased number of women who are facing this discourse and calling others to action by sharing their success stories. Because when we start with one area of focus, which is the Women Drivers Initiative, we can now go to other areas of focus, which includes getting more young girls into the STEM. It includes getting more women who are idle into the furniture makers, car mechanics, and all of that. So there's a huge opportunity in this space in this part of the world. Who are the beneficiaries? So beneficiaries will be young girls who are out of school, who have a degree, and who haven't gotten jobs. And list of beneficiaries will be young girls who have high school degrees, do not have university degrees, and are also willing to work and earn. And women who are single, married, or divorced, who currently need a source of income or earning. The whole process will be get the women, train them on customer service and a whole lot of peripheral trainings, then train them on driving, help them to get a driver's license, and then put them in an organization that is willing to have them drive. Our focus for now is on women who have driven before. As time goes on, we'll partner permanently with driving schools to then train people who do not drive at all. Partners include Lagos State Government, a Nigerian government agency, who are really focused on inclusiveness of women in governance. So they're driving a lot of campaigns focused on bringing more women in governance. And the ministry that is responsible for Women Affairs and Poverty Alleviation has endorsed this campaign, and they're willing to work with us to publicize it and make sure that it happens. The second partner is Jackie Initiative. Jackie Initiative is an app-based logistics platform, basically focused on trucking, moving goods around from the ports in Lagos State around the country. Jackie Initiative has given us slots for several women to come on their platform, as they want part of our drivers as their logistics truck drivers. And they are currently training, they have 2 of our women in training on how to drive their trucks. They actually have procured new trucks for these women to drive. So the gender stereotype occupations is a skill mismatch dimension affecting women. And our idea will allow for more training and employment for women in these underrepresented groups. Another area of opportunity is the fact that it will bring multi-level stakeholders, to make it visible to multi-level stakeholders, and it will improve the discourse around the gender stereotype issue. And finally, to create more job and more employment opportunities. ILO Skills Challenge Innovation will benefit the idea in the following way. About 26.6% of women in the labor force who are employable and ready and able to work are unemployed. This is 6.3% higher than the male unemployability rates. And this is 3.5% higher than the overall number of unemployed. In fact, another 25.9% of women are underemployed, meaning that a whole lot of women rely on others for their subsistence. This is 4.1% higher than the last year. The ILO Innovation Skills Challenge will avail us the opportunity to ensure that a whole lot of women in the unemployed space and in the underemployed space are able to get a means of livelihood. So, economic power for women. And we know that economic power for women also translates into economic power for children and the community. The ILO Skills Challenge Innovation Call will benefit the solution in the following areas. First, the funding will allow us to spread our base. Currently, we have about 82 women in our database who are interested in the program. 23 of these are undergoing or have undergone customer service training, while 4 are currently undergoing driver's trainings to be put in currently available opportunities. The funding will help us to spread our nets to be able to allow the other ones already in our database to undergo the program, as well as make it a national agenda, such that we'll be able to drive beyond our geography and move towards our immediate geography. So we're situated in Lagos, and move towards the areas where we have even more unemployed women. The second part is that the visibility will allow us to will allow more noise around the gender stereotype issue, so that way we'll have more people asking questions. How can I be a carpenter? How can I be a furniture maker? How can I do this job and that job? What skills do I require to be a scientist? What skills do I require to be a technician? We want that conversation to start happening right out of school and even before children leave school. And then finally, getting in touch with other innovators will help us to will give us access to more solutions and more ideas as to how to drive this forward. Thank you.